The U.S. State Department recently approved a massive arms sale to Israel. This deal has sparked outrage and concern across the globe. The approved sales are worth billions of dollars. These sales include a range of advanced weaponry. This move signals a concerning shift in U.S. foreign policy. Many fear it will escalate tensions in the Middle East. The arms deal comes at a time of heightened conflict in the region. Israel continues its occupation of Palestinian territories. The Gaza Strip remains under a crippling blockade. The recent war in Gaza caused widespread death and destruction. Thousands of civilians lost their lives. The U.S., as a key ally of Israel, bears a responsibility to promote peace. Instead, these arms sales fuel the cycle of violence. This deal raises serious questions about U.S. commitment to human rights. The State Department claims the sales support Israel's qualitative military edge. However, critics argue they enable continued human rights violations. The international community must hold both the U.S. and Israel accountable. Peace requires diplomacy, not more weapons. The flow of arms to this volatile region demands global attention. The U.S. must prioritize diplomatic solutions and adjust peace for all people. The world is watching, and history will judge these actions harshly. We must urge our leaders to choose peace over profit and justice over militarism. The future of the Middle East hangs in the balance. The recently approved arms sales to Israel include a vast array of lethal weaponry. This is not simply a matter of defensive equipment. These weapons have a proven track record of destruction. They have been used against civilians in past conflicts. Their inclusion in this deal is a cause for serious alarm. Among the items sold are Mk-84 bombs, BLU-117 bunker busters, and JDAM guidance kits. These munitions are designed for maximum impact and destruction. They are capable of causing widespread damage and civilian casualties. The sale of these weapons directly contradicts any claims of promoting peace. Also included in the sale are D9 Caterpillar bulldozers. These machines are often used for demolitions in occupied Palestinian territories. They have been deployed to raise homes and displace families. This practice is a clear violation of international law and human rights. The inclusion of such weapons in this deal is deeply troubling. It demonstrates a callous disregard for the lives of Palestinians. These weapons will not bring peace or security. They will only exacerbate the existing violence and suffering. The Trump administration's approval of these arms sales marks a stark departure from previous policy. Under the Biden administration, certain restrictions were in place. These restrictions linked arms sales to Israel's respect for human rights. They were a direct response to Israel's actions in the 2024 Gaza war. However, President Trump revoked these restrictions. He overturned National Security Memorandum 20, a key piece of Biden-era policy. This decision effectively gives Israel a blank check to continue its occupation with impunity. It sends a dangerous message to the region and the world. This policy reversal has been met with widespread condemnation. Human rights organizations are outraged. They argue that it undermines international law and emboldens human rights abusers. The decision also raises serious concerns about the future of the peace process. The Trump administration's actions have significant implications. They signal a shift away from human rights as a foreign policy priority. This move threatens to further destabilize an already volatile region. It is a betrayal of American values and a disservice to the pursuit of peace. This massive arms deal will have far-reaching consequences extending beyond Israel and Palestine. The entire Middle East region will feel the impact. It will likely lead to an escalation of regional tensions and an increase in military spending. This will further destabilize the region and hinder efforts to achieve lasting peace. The arms sale sends a clear message of support to Israel's hardline policies. It emboldens those who oppose a negotiated settlement to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It undermines moderate voices on both sides. This will make it even more difficult to restart meaningful peace talks. Moreover, the sale could spark an arms race in the region. Neighboring countries may feel compelled to increase their own military capabilities in response. This will further escalate tensions and increase the likelihood of conflict. The potential for miscalculation and violence will be significantly heightened. The ramifications of this arms deal are deeply troubling. It is a reckless move that will have dangerous and unpredictable consequences. The international community must work together to counter this dangerous trend. We must prioritize diplomacy, conflict resolution, and a just and lasting peace for all people in the Middle East.